people often ask us about widows' and widowers' pensions. When a spouse dies in some part due to a work-related injury or occupational disease, the surviving spouse is likely entitled to an Industrial Insurance Act pension. A pension means a monthly income for the rest of the surviving spouse's lifetime, unless they remarry. It doesn't matter if the surviving spouse is a man or a woman, or if the surviving spouse is the same gender as the decedent. Pension benefits are tax-free and do not preclude the surviving spouse from maintaining separate earnings. Claims for such pensions need to be filed as soon after the death as possible, as the applicable statute of limitations, which is shorter than most of us would like, can certainly be avoided by acting on an urgent basis subsequent to the death. It's always best to file a death benefit application within a few weeks of the decedent spouse's passing, and in a best-case scenario may even be planned before death, such as if the death is caused by toxic exposures leading to lethal cancer, or where the worker has languished in the hospital, hospice, or home before dying, as unfortunately does happen more often than we'd like to contemplate. Death claims must be supported by appropriate medical documentation, clearly explaining the cause of death and stating how that cause is in some way related to the work injury or occupational disease suffered by the decedent spouse. A marriage certificate will be needed to demonstrate that there was a valid marriage. Common law marriages do not qualify unless they happened in a state which still recognizes common law marriage. And even then, those claims are likely to be denied until the facts are litigated. If the spouses have been estranged for a time prior to when one of them dies, the surviving spouse must prove that they've either reconciled and come to live again in the same household, or that the decedent spouse was still contributing financially in some significant way to the surviving spouse during the final year of the decedent spouse's lifetime. If separation has occurred and death is impending, the spouse that will survive and intends to claim survivor's benefits, which could be worth thousands of dollars per month, should immediately file for a spousal support order and attempt to collect such support by process of law in the appropriate family court venue. The aggregate benefits for a widow's or widower's pension can be worth $1 million or more over the lifetime of the surviving beneficiary. These claims can be very technical, with a slight difference in facts or process determining diametrically different outcomes, meaning recovery of substantial amounts versus no recovery whatsoever. If you believe you may be entitled to a survivor's pension, or if you have a parent you believe may be eligible, please contact Washington Law Center immediately. An initial consultation is absolutely free. We will work on a pure contingency basis so that we don't receive an attorney fee unless a survivor's pension is awarded. And if the case requires a litigation battle, we've done it successfully many times before, and we will fight for you as well.